Hey, Chi-Town, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, and I'm dope, funny, and goofy. And you guys just never know who I'll be interviewing next because I love people and I love giving back. So join me on this magical journey from hidden underground talents to legendary film directors across the world. Or watch me get hyped off solo music reviews from cool tracks to hip-hop beats because we now streaming on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. It's Miss Hip Hop and we live, baby. Time to represent Chicago's #1 podcast, Speak Your Mind. 3, 2, 1. Hey Chicago, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Miss Hip Hop. And today, you guys, we have a super dope guest in the house with us. She is a songwriter, a singer, and a rapper, okay? And she's here to discuss her new single, I Get Up, and her single, To the Top. So without further ado, bringing up next to the mic, my homegirl, SoundCheq. Woo, 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 woo. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing great, yeah.
That's dope. I'm really excited that you're here today. Let's just get to it. Usually what we do here on Speak Your Mind Radio, we do an icebreaker question for the artist. So let's hop to it.
All right.
All right. So if you could go back into time to change one thing, what would it be and why?
Oh, man. Honestly, I already know exactly what it would have been, too. I would have tried harder to get my music out to the public. I didn't try that hard. I think I just made up every excuse in the book until 2020, which is very stupid. It's like 10 solid years just wasted.
I feel you.
Like little live shows and, but I never made like an album. I never gave anything for anyone to like listen to, which, I think that's kind of why I'm doing it now.
I think so too, because I see a lot of great stuff in you.
Thank you. Well, also, that's the thing is, like, I don't regret it at the same time because it's like I've had so much room to grow. And so, like, my music has matured a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good.
That's dope. Not getting off subject here, but how old are you?
I'll be 29 here in March.
Girl, you look hella young. I thought your ass was like 25 and shit. I'm like, damn. That's good. Okay. So SoundCheq, why don't you reintroduce yourself to everybody out there? Tell the people who you are and what your music represents to hip hop.
All right. Well, I am SoundCheq, and my name represents the Chequamegon Bay area, which I live on. So hence Lake Superior, because that's what I'm representing. And my message to the people, is that what you said?
No, what does your music represent to hip hop?
To hip hop?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I would say just like diversity for one, because I'm pretty different as far as the scene goes. But just a lot of like, I don't know, like a lot of overcoming adversity, that like old school message kind of feel. That's what I'm after.
That's dope. That's like the one of the basic forms of hip hop is, trying to push out a message out there. And I think you do that a lot with your music, which we're going to get into. But tell the people out there, what is the unique story behind the name SoundCheq?
Okay, so like I guess the short version that I always give people is obviously, SoundCheq, and it's spelled with a Q because I'm representing the Chequamegon Bay. But like in all actuality, here in my hometown, it was the first ever annual or whatever SoundCheq music festival.
Cool.
And I went to it with a couple of friends, and basically, short story, I almost got divorced, and it was a really trying time for me. And so while alone and figuring it all out, obviously, I wrote Don't Get It. And then later up here, there was this like super weird like hippie festival.
Yeah.
And like everyone's like, you can't get in unless you have a rainbow name. And like I thought maybe I would go. What's really funny is I actually never ended up going. It was kind of wild. Like I didn't want to. I don't know. I didn't want to get like in trouble or hurt or whatever. It was really crazy. So I'm glad I didn't go. But I asked somebody at the place I had worked at, you know, he was an old man. He's kind of a hippie dude. It was just like, what would your, you know, hippie name be? My rainbow name for me, I guess. And he wrote down on a sticky note, and he folded it in half all secretly. He gave it to me. It was SoundCheq, and it was without the Q, obviously. It was like a CK. But I just smiled because it's like, you know, that may have been the worst time of my life. That may have been like the worst thing that probably, honest to God, ever happened to me. Yeah. But like, why not own that? You know, just own that moment. And so like, I turned it into something positive, and I made it my stage name because I felt like it just had a new, like, it was like a new story then. You know? And I don't know, it stuck. One of my good friends helped us out and helped me create the logo. I was really, so dope. I knew it had to be Lake Superior because it's like, if I say I'm representing the Chequamegon Bay, I better look like I'm representing the Chequamegon Bay, right? Like,
exactly.
But yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's a long story.
No, it's perfect.
I usually tell people, yeah.
That's a good story because it shows that your name is supposed to be what it is, SoundCheq. And it's different. Like I said, with the Q and everything, that's dope as hell to me. And just the way it looks on your, you know, your hoodie, it looks dope as hell.
And I'm so proud. Finally.
You are so funny. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna skip a little bit with the questions because I really, really want to get to the music.
Yeah.
The fucking new single, I Get Up, SoundCheq. Yo, you dope as fuck. You put all your might and your soul into that track. It's so fucking dope. Every time it come on, it's like, I get up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel it in my soul. Like, I'm warm inside right now just talking about it. Tell me, what headspace were you in when you wrote that?
So, funny story. I started the song, like, the instrumental, like a year ago.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh man, I feel this. Like, you know, it was like this guy out of Germany was just feeding me beats. He's like, what do you think of this? I was like, I love this. I'm going to do something with this. Just give me time, you know? Like, sometimes I have to, like, really stew on my music. And sometimes it's, like, done in a day. Like, it depends where I'm at, I think. And so then I got Mitch on it because he popped up out of nowhere, like, so many months ago. And he was just like, yo, I really want to do a feature with you. And I was like, dude, I've been dying to do a feature with you. You're so talented. I don't know why he hides, but he hides. Got him out there. And then I was so stuck because my hook for it originally was I stole a Logic hook, which is like bad. I didn't want to do like a cover. I wanted it to still be original.
Yeah. So
I branched out to Fusion and I was like, hey man, you know, can you help me recreate this hook? Well, too much time went by and like I could not come up with a verse. Like I was just stuck for like ever, right? And I was like, but I got to get the song out there, especially for Mitch, because he was already done with his verse. And I'm like, all right. So my wife and I sat down one night, and the wife started, no lie, she started writing out lines for like the hook.
Okay.
Yeah, and it honestly, it turned into like, I get up, I ain't slipping. I get up, I ain't tripping. And then Fusion heard it, and he's like, do you mind if I, you know, play with it some more? I'm like, no, go ahead, you know. And then that's when he came up with like the final cut of the hook. And oh, wow, Fusion is, man, that's my bro. Like for sure. I just love Fusion, man. He's so talented. But when I finally heard the hook next to like Mitch's verse, then and like what happened was like I was already in a headspace, and then I got fired from my job.
Yeah.
And like that just happened like honestly like a month ago. But yeah, I was really fired up.
Yes, you were.
Like, I think I could have said a lot more than I did, but like I held back, you know, because I'm kind of that kind of person. It's like I'll get my point across, but like I don't want to look to like straight burn a bridge or like hurt somebody, you know. Like
yeah,
I hate that. But like, man, if you cross me, oh,
girl,
it's probably gonna come out in my music. That's kind of how I do. But so you can tell I'm like really emotionally tied to my music.
That
so,
shit dope.
I was like, okay, I just had a baby.
Yes.
I was like stressing enough like over that as it was. Obviously, I've got 3 stepkids as well.
Wow.
Now I'm fired. I'm like, wow, well, I got all this time on my hands. So like I like kicked out that song so fast because I was so mad. And it's what it takes. It's like if I'm mad, I can do it, or like if I'm happy, you know, I can do it. It depends on the feel of the song. So I like to keep lots of beats on the back burner because it'll help me, I guess, you know, figure out what I want to do when I want to do it, because I can't always predict when I'm going to be like all mad.
Yeah, right. No, I fucking feel you. I definitely feel you. It definitely came out across your music, and I think that's the reason why I really fucked with it, because I remember the day you got fired, and I hit you up, and girl, the vibe you gave me, I'm like, damn, she mad. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then you told me, and I'm like, okay.
It's just, first of all, wow, can you excuse me? I'm going to go grab my parrot. He is so loud. He's so loud.
He's so cute though, but okay. You guys, SoundCheq is an incredible artist. Let me tell you, when I first heard her on a track with Fusion, Don't Stop, that shit was like magnificent. It was like a message, a universal message, don't stop. When she was on that track with Fusion, she lit that shit up, and it's different. She's a different artist. Like, just sitting here looking at her, listening to her talk, you can know that she's different. You know what I'm saying? And when you hear the song I Get Up and To the Top, you gonna see what I'm talking about, period. Oh, you're so cute! That is so adorable. Hi.
Yeah, if we get laughing, like he'll start laughing too.
Cool.
He does he's pretty interesting, but like if I leave him in another room, he'll just scream the whole time.
Yeah.
So, like if he's on my hand, at least he'll shut up a little bit. You know?
Oh.
He just wants to be a person.
What's his name?
This is Pierogi, but
Pierogi?
he thinks his name is Perpy.
That is so adorable. Thank you for bringing him on the show. I love animals.
Yeah,
He is so cute. Okay. I was just telling everybody out there about, you know, your music and what makes you stand out amongst the crowd. You know, obviously you're dope. Let's talk about the single To the Top. Now that's a different type of song. You know what I'm saying? That's different. It's not straight hip hop. It's like pop, you know?
Oh no, for sure. I went from like token Eminem levels of mad to like, this is a 21 Pilot song now. But I like that. I love having like diversity in my music because I don't know like what kind of like audience I'm reaching or at what point, and I would love to keep it more open. So like that's kind of why I wrote the top. My buddy Sinkit sent it over to me, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh man, these are like 21 Pilot vibes for real. I was like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with this. Like I wrote that song probably within days.
What?
And like recorded it, the whole 9 yards, and then this is where I get really pestery. Like Infusion can probably attest to this. I'll just be like, hey, did you work on that song? Hey, how's it coming? You know, like just like kind of push them.
I
Like,
like you.
like I love to work and I love to get it done. And like,
Me too.
Like I won't focus on the next song until the one is done. It's just too much to handle, you know.
I feel you. I'm there with you 100%. And yeah.
You know, I wanted a positive song. I was tired of writing sappy ones, I guess. So like I wanted something uplifting. And I know it's got like those sad vibes, but it's an empowering, like it's got that build to it, you know.
Yes.
Let this behind you, man. Just like rise.
Yeah, just rise above and do you. Be yourself. Let me ask you a question. What would you say inspires you to just get up and write music and put yourself out there? That's a lot of hard work for an individual.
You're telling me, someone who works full time and has like 4 kids. And you gotta pay attention to your wife, obviously.
I
Like,
know.
if you're not like feeding your relationship, you're not really building a relationship. So like what I do is I literally squeeze music in wherever I can, and usually it ends up being like super early in the morning when the baby wakes up, like he's really happy.
Yeah.
So like he'll take a nap right away, and I'm like, all right, it's time to build a beat, it's time to go record this, you know. Like I do things so fast because like
I believe you.
I'm limited, you know.
Yeah.
But like I finally found a job. It's that perfect like Monday through Friday. So now that I've got pure weekends open, like Oh my gosh, it has been really good to me. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess what inspires me to keep doing it though, because like I've been at it since like a little thing, but I think it's honestly just to show, even if it's just like my local community, like you can do this, and we have all the tools right here. There's videographers, there's recording studios, or you can do this right from your phone. However you got to start, you can do this.
Indeed. I agree.
Plus, I got that message, which is just like overcome adversity. There's a lot of that up here, like a lot of that. Too much. It's sad.
And speaking of overcoming adversity, how do you come over the obstacles of being a female rapper? You know?
Oh my gosh. I think the number one thing that always comes up if I want to like do a feature with someone, it usually ends up being a male. I like a male feature.
Mm-hmm.
They're always like, it's like I have to prove myself first.
I know.
Like, oh really? Yeah, well, send me a song,
Right.
Like, and then they hear it and they're like, oh shit. Fuck, you can actually rap? You can sing?
Yes.
And I'm just like, bro, like I'm not lying. Like, like it took me a long time to even realize I got this,
Yes.
like I never even had the confidence to be like,
girl,
oh, I can do this. And rapping up here in this conservative area, no, that's a no. But that's kind of also why I do it, is because I know there's other local rappers who are like closeted, and it's like, guys, why are we hiding? Like, we got to show the next generation at the very least, or whatever we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Get your stuff out there. One day we're all gonna die. Music lives.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And what do you want your music to leave, like an imprint on people? Like when they just sit down and give your music a listen, what kind of message do you want to deliver to them?
Yes, like obviously to overcome adversity.
Yeah, you said that. That's true.
Perseverance.
Yes.
Don't let like the cards you're dealt with be what holds you down. Like you can get around these obstacles. Or just a positive mindset can change your whole day. It's never too late to start your day over. Wow, she was really positive even though she had so much on her shoulders at all times. Like just like that kind of a message, like I want people to feel just like that, like I can push through this, I'm strong, I got this, like whatever.
And you do try to stay upbeat and very positive, even though you go through a lot of things in your head, and such as we all do. And that day, I remember when we were talking, when you lost your job, that same fucking day, you don't hear these stories too often, y'all. She lost her job. She's out and about. She sees a homeless man. Probably the same homeless man always asking for money, but she may not have it. She gave him $40 fucking. And then I'm like, that shit is crazy. Like, you just lost your job and you still thinking about other people. Like, God bless your fucking soul. Like, for real, man. I swear. I'm serious, because you just so sweet, man.
I was homeless once. So, like, I failed to mention that too. Sorry. So I actually know what it's like to not have, anything to eat, anything to wear, bed to sleep on. So I don't know. I walk this life, and I can't pass up an opportunity when I see one. And it doesn't even have to be a homeless person. Like I told you about that old lady that couldn't get across the highway.
Yeah.
Freaking wheelchair. So I helped her. Like I ran. I was just like, oh my God, these cars aren't stopping. Like if I see anyone in need for anything, I'm pretty sure I'd just give the shirt off my back. Like, what's it to me? It's replaceable.
Your kindness is not replaceable, though, and I just want you to know, always keep that attitude about yourself. You're very special. Oh God, okay. I won't get emotional. Okay, SoundCheq. I want to play a little game with you, and it's called Miss Hip Hop's This or That. So essentially, all you're doing is picking one or the other.
Oh, cool.
Okay. This may or may not resonate with you, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Chicago White Sox or Chicago Cubs?
Oof. White Sox.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Beer or Henny?
Oh God, beer.
Pretty-
I'm from Wisconsin. Come on.
You seem like a beer girl, yeah. Jaguar or Lexus? Looks so cute.
Oh no, he's being. Oh, don't let him fool you. He just bit me so hard.
Damn.
A Jaguar or what?
Oh, Jaguar or what I say? Or Lexus. That's a car.
Honestly, I've always wanted a Jag.
So that's
Yeah.
dope. Okay, I don't know if you know this. This is from Chicago rappers, but G Herbo or Chief Keef?
Oh, Chief Keef.
Okay, cool. Bulls or Lakers?
Bulls.
Okay, you're so funny. Jay-Z or Biggie?
Oh man,
That's a hard one, nigga.
really? Like, what the hell? Man, I'm gonna have to go with Hove because like he's just so. Oh,
Oh,
he's so
for sure.
universal.
I like Jay-Z too, so I can't complain. Steak or burgers?
Oh man. Well, you got me with the burgers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hunting or camping?
Oh, dude, those are both great things, but
know.
I'm pretty sure I'd pick camping all day.
Okay. A rock brawler or a pit bull?
Oh man, that's so sad because they both have like the worst ratings.
Yeah, they do.
But like honestly, I grew up around a lot of pit bulls, so I'd probably choose a pit bull. I trust them.
Cool. Love it. Okay. And one last thing. Do you plan on coming out with a mixtape or an album anytime soon? What's up?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. I kind of just let singles stack. I don't feel the need to push an entire album. Because to me, it's like, is someone gonna sit and listen to a whole album, or are they
Yeah, I
gonna-
will. I will.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure you would, but you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Like, it's nice to let singles stack at the same time, and so
Indeed.
I don't know. There's more exposure or whatever. You know?
Mhm.
But until then, yeah. And then like as singles stack, then voila, I've made an EP or whatever. Like
True. What about a visual?
visual.
For I Get Up, because that shit is fucking dope as hell.
Oh my god, dude, I would. I dream really hard. I wish that I could do like. It'd be like. I get up and like I wake up out of bed when I'm tired and depressed, just like wiping my eyes or whatever, you know, when I'm fired in my job and I was put to the test, and like just like keep going with it throughout like my household, and like I'm doing my thing in the morning, and, like I'm on my laptop, I'm making music, I'm searching for jobs, you know, like my parents, you know, throw my phone, just like one of those things, and then it goes
Yeah.
to Fusion, and Fusion turns into his little like Mario guy, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, he's just like doing his, you know what I mean? Like,
I love it. Oh my gosh.
it would be so sick. And then like we would just pan over to like Mitch, and it could be his side. And, like,
Yeah.
what he does throughout his day or whatever. Like it could be like real like fast motion, like, you know, like I don't know. It was,
I love it. I love the way your mind works.
but like that's so much time. Like I already know how much effort that would take. And then like when we made, what was the other one we made? Oh yeah, I Know How It Feels remix. We were talking about like, yeah, we'll make the music video when there's snow. The snow just will not come on like
I
either.
fucking feel you.
It's like, what are we gonna have a brown Christmas? It's just like very unusual. Definitely, usually either by Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, obviously it's got to be on both sides. So like New Jersey's got to snow too.
That's true.
It's tough, but I'm all about visuals. But also like when the baby was born, I told everybody straight up, I'm like, I'm hitting the pause button, especially on music videos. Like I'll try to produce music that's different. It's right here in my house. I don't gotta go far. But like every time I make a music video, it's like, let's start here locally, and then we go out like an hour out of range all of a sudden, and we're like, let's get shots over here. And I'm just like, I'm so tired. Can we go home?
That is so funny.
People have no idea. They probably think it's all done in like an hour or something.
They do.
This is hours of work, and then she
Yes.
sits there and hours of editing, and it's just like,
Yes.
It's crazy. It's a lot of work.
That's true.
A lot of money.
Well, whatever you decide to do, come out with a visual whenever you want to. I'll be here for it, girl.
Oh no, I'm really excited. I would love to release something for that song. I think it's got the most potential.
That song, I won't keep saying the same shit or whatever because I don't want people to think I'm capping, but I felt the vibes through that song. I felt the emotion through it. Like, and I'm not talking about just a woman being emotional. I'm talking about the words behind it. I'm for real. Like, you are like super dope to me, and I just want you to keep going and do your thing and everything.
Well, I will. I will.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, SoundCheq, for coming on today's show. I absolutely had a blast with you, and hope that's not the last time that we chat. Hopefully you'll come out with an EP or another single, either or.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, peace out, man.
All right, we'll see you.